Hello, everyone. Good morning. Sorry about that. Fell asleep. Well, I stayed up longer. Thank Mark. Thank Mark.
I don't give
But
a shit.
welcome to the Guard, where we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, especially the abomination known as Issue 32. And it's terrible. I mean, I think everyone figured it would be because, like, 31 was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's worse. Let's catch up with some comments.
Everything is super loud on your area. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, sorry, I was moving some things around. Alright, let's see. Is it?
I have issues 30, 31, and 32 all open on my tabs if you want to share one of them.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that would be great. We can pull up 31, which comes into discussion with 32. I know some people are going to be like, but D to the B, 31 saved the French. No, it didn't. It's overrated garbage. And we're going to explain why. All right, we got 31 right here.
Yep. Here's Megatron. Just screaming at whatever, shooting at something. Scrolling down past all the people that worked on this. And hey, congratulations to all the people that worked on this, except for you, Robert Kirkman. Fuck you. But everybody else, congratulations. You guys did a decent job in this issue.
Yeah,
Next issue, not so much, but we'll get to that.
yeah, we'll
Um,
get there.
yeah, but
It's
this issue,
terrible in a lot of
yeah,
aspects.
this issue is fine. So this issue begins with Skywarp stealing Megatron's fusion cannon, or attempting to, as well as the other Decepticons getting ready to gangbang Megatron.
Oh, wait,
Um,
what?
I'm kidding. So what's actually happening is Megatron's having a fever dream right now.
Yeah.
Bit of a nightmare. And what's happening is he is basically just attacking everybody, so they're tackling him down and trying to calm him down. Um now that now what we are doing is we are still in a trial, which apparently these trials have been happening not in the past like we so believed, but they're actually been happening today, like now as we speak.
Well, I think the first trial in issue 19 was in the past.
Well, yeah, but like my point is that they're still happening now. That's my point. But
Got, gotcha.
so yeah, he fights back, which means he probably shot someone in the face in real life. Um, and then they're both at the same time say, "You will serve me," and I belong to nobody at the same time. So it's kind of Kind of funny that they're
Nice
all saying
artwork
the
of
same shit.
Megatron. That's probably the nicest thing about this issue is the artwork.
Yeah. And then they're fighting,
More fighting. More fighting.
and then his sparks showing, and then they're fighting. He's been decapitated. They're fighting. And then more stuff, and then all of a sudden, some strange things start happening to him.
Oh no!
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go. I'm gonna go like all ballistic on this.
And then all of a sudden, oh my god! Evil Outlet Tryon. I'm just kidding.
Yes, I realized this. That's actually he was actually in the flashbacks of Cybertron and G1.
Yes. And then, of course, Straxus right here. But the main thing to take away from this page is Megatronus, who is in his 3-wave comic design.
I'm going to be frank with you. I kind of wish they did a new one. It feels.
I also wish that, yeah.
I feel they're kind of just plagiarizing the past with it.
Well, as we will see in issue 32, yes, not only are they plagiarizing the fuck out of it, they're also going to be really, really hammering down how awesome some of these other franchise designs are. For example,
I mean, I'd love to see that Prime Vault. I would love to see that.
I mean, yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. I think if they had made a whole new Megatronus design, that would have made for a perfect new toy for Hasbro. But nope.
Yeah, like it was cool to get that design.
Also,
Age of the Primes.
But also, for some reason, Trailbreaker's here.
Really?
Yeah, he's right there. See, look at him.
Oh my gosh, it is him.
Yep, that literally
and also, that's not really a hot take, Eric. I actually do agree with you on that.
Can you read out the comments? Because I'm not looking at the screen.
Eric said, hot take. My favorite Fallen design is the Bayverse design.
From now on, can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
You should be doing that anyway, regardless if I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, I agree. It's my favorite as well. Yeah. He's talking to head Megatron, and he's like, I demand more! And so he, starts reforming into something different, but then stops reforming into something different, and just breaks out of the crystals, and goes, Rah! And then starts attacking everybody. And then we go through multiple more trials, and then all of a sudden, more fighting, and more fighting, and more fighting. And then, I accept your terms, I cannot bear another trial! And he's finally given up. And then he's being stabbed in the fucking chest by a fucking kaiju or dragon.
Real quick, am I the only one who likes the Fallen's design in TF1 from Prime Vault? No, there's a lot of people who like that design.
I'm kidding.
It's okay, in my opinion.
So he starts climbing a mountain. He sees Cybertron's moons, and he sees a giant Decepticon symbol. Oh my god! Remember Transformers Revenge of the Fallen when they had the comic book called Defiance?
Oh
Do you remember?
A G1 thing referenced, a Bayverse thing referenced to G1? Oh my god!
By the way, I have messaged Prince Productions, our StreamYard link. He might join if he wakes up and sees it. So,
anyway. I'm cool with it. I think I would love to see Prince melt down over this issue.
Yes. And then he keeps on going. My patience wears thin. So does mine. And then he starts shooting more, starts fighting more, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, Megatronus is here again. I am your master. And then he's like, "Oh my god, I'm shooked." And then I am your master. And he bows to him. I am your master. Sorry.
We got a quick comment. Is this worse than the Alita Prime BS? Not
No.
this issue, but the next one, in my opinion, is.
The next one might be, not this one. This one's fine. The next one, we're gonna be reading them word for word. I'm going to read through it entirely. This one, we're just kind of skimming through.
And then Eric said, "Can I join?" We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see. So I'm gonna walk your path. And then it's revealed that I was correct. They were shooting. He shot them all. And he beat his Decepticons all to slag. And so yeah, and then he falls over. And then Robert Kirkman does his best transformation sound effect attempts. Yeah. And then he starts sprouting crystals.
Yeah, he just starts sprouting crystals. And
he's changing, but into what? Dun, dun, dun. Now, we skipped over something.
We did?
We did.
Yeah, we did. If we're thinking the same thing, I want to...
We did.
This
now,
apart.
Would you like to know what it is that Megatron has that for some reason Megatron has had this whole time and hasn't mentioned? And Devin over here really fucking hates the Matrix of Oppression.
As soon as I heard this name, I'm like, are you kidding me? Another evil Matrix replacement for the Darkspark. And also, the Matrix of Oppression? That is a stupid name.
Now, you're probably wondering, well, hasn't the Matrix of Oppression been used before?
Has it?
Literally no. This is the first time it's ever been used. The term Matrix of Oppression. On TF Wiki, we can see clearly, no, it has not been used before. However, you know what has been used before? The Matrix of Conquest. That sounds way cooler. The Dark Matrix of Leadership. Or just the Darkspark.
Yeah.
Or the Decepticon Matrix.
I forgot about the Decepticon Matrix.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Alright. From Primeville, I swear if this is how he becomes Galvatron, I'm jumping out the window. That's Unicron's job. I agree!
I also agree.
I remember, like, me and Mark, when we were reading this issue, we were just like, okay, if this is how he becomes Megatron, we'll both be pissed off. Because the problem is that it isn't Unicron doing it per se, as much as I love that story. It's the fact that it's too soon.
Yeah, it's way too soon. This is literally issue 31, guys. This is literally issue 31.
Optimus and Megatron have only fought once on Earth.
That's not... I think it was twice, but okay.
Well, once or twice. It's still very, very little.
Yes. So, you're probably wondering, guys, well, didn't freaking Robert Kirkman just want to make a new Matrix? maybe he didn't know about these other Matrixes. Well, it would seem that Robert Kirkman has been making a lot of interviews lately, claiming to be a big Transformers fan.
Yep.
And seeing things like Transformers Prime and Transformers Animated and the live action movies and the Bayverse and all that stuff. Well, if that weren't true, he would have already taken one of these other names. Because having yet another Dark Matrix thing is very obnoxious. And that is why me and Devin are both upset about this. I'm pretty sure.
The funny thing is, I mentioned this yesterday in our call, and I've mentioned it before. I saw that one of those interviews on Twitter. I quote tweeted it quite recently, saying like, "I don't believe you."
I do not believe you. Yes.
Because if you cared about Transformers, you wouldn't have done any of this.
Yeah,
You would have realized it was a bad idea, but nope.
He literally said, "It's a bad idea. I'm all about bad ideas."
Pretty
what
much.
Hound says in Atrix.
If I could believe Robert Kirkman watched anything of Transformers and liked, I would believe, and Mark's gonna roll his eyes at this one, I would believe he liked G1 and Earthspark.
You know what? Fair. Considering the shit that goes down in Issue 32, fair.
Like, he probably just went like, oh, yeah, Transformers, that was that thing I liked as a child. Let's try one of the new shows. No, that looks stupid. No. Ooh, Earthspark!
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, so basically Megatron is now a bunch of crystals. And I swear to God, if he becomes Galvatron, I'm going to be really mad. Now, time for the main event.
Issue 32!
Issue 32. Now, we're going to talk about Shockwave for a minute. Y'all are probably wondering, oh, what's wrong with Shockwave? He's back to life. Don't you like it? He's back to life? No!
No!
He should be dead!
Optimus literally crushed his head.
And as we can see, for some reason, his eye is still intact. And not only is it still intact, it's the only thing left of his head.
I know. And when I saw this cover for the first time, I figured it was just like lighting to make people go like, oh shit, I gotta buy that comic.
Right, yeah. But no, he's literally just got a floating eye with wires loosely attached.
From Eric, can people just stay dead for once? Yeah, I
no.
100% agree.
We can never be dead. We must all rise up and become
rise up. I hate Shockwave glaze. Interesting.
You hate Shockwave glaze? Oh, like people glazing Shockwave? I agree. Even though I used to glaze Shockwave a lot as a kid. And I still do.
Shockwave's a good character.
Right, but like, when you kill off a character, you gotta keep them dead.
Oh, agreed. Like, the only exception, maybe, is Optimus and Megatron. And that's a strong maybe. I don't think they should come back to life.
Alright, guys. You guys ready for my bad voice acting?
Okay, here we go.
The Sector. We are behind the Decepticon lines, Alita. Desperate times, my friend. Cliffjumper and I were able to get here undetected. With our expanded ranks, getting out will be an entirely different matter. We must do everything we can to remain detected until... Wait! Where's Bulkhead? and then it's revealed Gangway! Bulkhead has a mouth.
Bulkhead's design looks so ugly.
All of a sudden, he's slimmed down a lot. He's no longer beefy, as we'll see in a future page. Yeah.
He's so slim. Like, how did he lose any weight from the amount of time they've only been on Cybertron? Hey, hold on. How do Cybertronians even lose weight?
I know. It's so
They're
stupid.
metal.
Bulkhead! I thought you said the space bridge had enough juice to get us home. I did, and it did. We're all here, aren't we not? I didn't say it would be easy. Never mind easy. That nearly exploded me. That's a really stupid line. I really hate that line. That nearly exploded me. Who nominated me to go last? We don't have time for this. We can't stay in this area. We have to move. And then Jetfire says, I can fly you and a couple others out of here and come back with the rest. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. Avoid detection if we stay low.
Prime Vault says, I can see this Alita sounding like Starscream.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't care if this is bad voice acting. I think this voice suits her perfectly.
No, I'm purposely doing bad voice acting. That's the joke. I don't know if you've noticed. That's the joke. If I was actually trying to do a good voice, I would be doing something different.
Also, Eric, Skids and Mudflap should kill Skybound Alita. I would pay to see that.
Yesterday, a friend of ours called Mirage Skids. That's really funny. I'm not gonna say the. I'm not gonna give you the. I'm not gonna give you the context chat, but it happened and it was really funny. Anyway, so sorry guys, I gotta take a knee for a second. I'm still shook from nearly getting exploded by a faulty space bridge. Shoddy workmanship, if I do say so myself.
Get it, guys? It's an animated reference, like how he wants to work on space bridges. We must praise the issue.
Praise the issue. Now look at this. Look at how slim he is. He's so slim. Look at him. Whew. This would be so much faster. We could just drive out of here. Not until we clean. Here, I'll change her voice. How's that sound?
No, I like her voice.
Oh, yeah.
Her voice, Matt. But real quick, is it that it's me or has the art gotten worse? Dude, it's not just you. This art style in this issue is garbage.
It is garbage. That's what I meant by not even mentioning the artists in this issue. Because we don't want to insult
bad.
them.
Like, I remember when we started reading this issue, like, oh, this looks awful.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't usually complain about art. Like, literally look at my profile icon.
I know, his profile's awful, isn't it?
But
it's not as awful as this.
But I feel like it is a good thing to criticize the art here because in the past they have had stellar art for their comics.
Yep. Not until we've cleared the immediate area, Sideswipe. Too risky. Make no mistakes, Autobots. We are at war, and this is a war zone. We've returned deep into Decepticon territory, and home is on the other side of a long march between enemy lines. The road ahead will be treacherous, and we will not arrive unscathed. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Look at that.
Wow, we have quite the roster here. Left to right. Let's go from left to right. Arachnia in her animated
Design.
animated, not really design, but her colors are animated.
Mhm.
Prime Transformers Prime Skyquake in his Legacy iteration
Mhm.
specifically, almost like they're doing recent toys. They're doing recent toys, guys, because they know that recent
Both
toys of
these
these guys
guys
are
have decent toys, and also I agree with Eric. It's just nostalgia bait.
It literally is. Rat Bat up here. Lockdown right here. He just got a Legacy toy or an Age of the Primes toy or something. He just got one. Knockout here. We'll talk about Knockout in a minute.
I certainly have a lot to say.
Sunstorm and Acid Storm, as well as Lugnut, who's the only good character in this comic, I think.
I mean, it's pretty hard to mess up Lugnut.
It is pretty hard, yeah. Octane, aka Tankor. Who knows what they'll call him now? Transformers Prime. Right now.
That is actually
I'm tired.
That is actually a really good point. All of them look out of place. I 100% agree.
They do. And then Thrust randomly. Now you're probably wondering, why is Thrust here of all things? Well, let me show you guys something.
All right. What do you got for us?
Look at what was reissued not too long ago.
Oh my gosh.
I'm right when I say that this whole roster is literally just a bunch of toys that we can get right now. Even Prime Breakdown had a Legacy figure not too long ago.
We don't talk about that figure.
We don't talk about that figure, but it still existed. They even reissued Prime Breakdown himself a couple of years ago, along with a Viacon. I have the Prime Breakdown, but I don't have the Viacon, unfortunately. The only one here that I don't know about another reissue or whatever is Lugnut and Octane. I think Lugnut is getting a brand new.
Yeah, Lugnut's getting a new figure.
Yeah, he's getting a new figure.
And then also, we know Lockdown got a new figure with the Star Raiders line.
Yep.
Which I prefer Star Seekers. I think it sounds way cooler.
Of course you do. Although, if I had, I would have been far more direct and to the point. I don't know, something like Autobots prepare to die. That's really stupid, Shockwave. Come up with something better. Do better. And this is what I mean by a floating eye. Half the time, the wires aren't even drawn in. So there's nothing to even hold it up half the time.
Dude, there's like so many memes about and Shockwave and his floating eye. There's so many memes.
I know. Shockwave? How? I'm held together with hatred and spite. You can't crush that. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? What are you talking about?
What is this? Disney Star Wars?
Right?
This is the same logic that they came up with.
And then here is Prince Productions' worst favorite moment. They aim for the corpse of Bumblebee and destroy it even more. Open fire! They extra kill him. And then they lay Ratchet to rest very peacefully.
Nostalgia pandering.
See, that looks like the sun. I thought that was the sun the first time we watched this. Well, that's just his eye.
No.
And then Ultra Magnus goes, "My people need me. My people need me. Autobots load up, pile in, and hold on. And then he transforms, and all the Autobots start loading up, including, but not limited to, Jazz, Mirage, Brawn, and Sideswipe. I just woke up, guys. Shut up.
Yeah, I did too. So, and then also, oh my gosh, they did the thing from the G1 toy line, and also that deleted scene that never happened.
Yes, the deleted scene from the 86 movie, yes. Cover them! I'm covering! And then, thrust, acid storm, sunstorm, take flight, bring them down, death from above, skyquake, being ready to offer support, lockdown, Macarachnia, go with knockdown, then breakdown, and blink, look out! So they literally just named off most, if not all, of the Decepticons for us, in case we didn't know.
Gotta sell off those characters.
Yep, now I sell them all.
This is garbage. I agree, it is garbage.
Yeah. Shockwave, you're mine! My glorious toils undone! I made you a work of art! No matter, I get to rediscover the intricacies of your innards all over again. And then, you guys ready for the most gayest panel you'll ever see in your life? Breakdown, my dear. How's this for an evening out? Top notch. So they're literally confirmed to be gay, and
confirmed to be gay,
and they're dating.
And I'm going to rant about this again.
Do it.
The whole gay breakdown and knockout ship is bullshit.
Yeah.
They made, just like all the other ships that I exposed, every single Transformer ship is just based off of some non-existent interactions that never happened. And I'm sick of seeing this. And also, this is the second time that they've done this ship.
Yep.
Like,
this is the second time.
It's annoying. I hate this ship. And I hate that people don't call it out enough. Because it is utter nonsense.
I know. They did this just to get the gay people back on their side.
The gay people are gonna, oh my gosh, break down and knockout gay. Oh, everyone loves this. Well, I don't. I've always found this shit stupid.
It doesn't matter if it's gay, by the way. That's not the point. The point is that in the original show, at least for me, the point is that in the original show, they were not gay. They were just friends. Knockout was a little bit flamboyant. Yes. Was Knockout a little bit silly sometimes, calling Optimus Prime looking hot when he's in his truck mode or whatever? Sure, that's a little weird, but that's not completely gay. And not only that, you can't just tell me, oh, that's gay overtones, because the actor was gay and he said that his character was gay.
The actor said that Knockout was the reason he came out as gay.
What is this, Stranger Things? Like, what?
Stranger Things? Hashtag not my Transformers. And then also from Pride Vault, for example, DB, TFA, Prowl, and Bumblebee is another ship I hate. That's a ship?
That's a ship? Oh, yeah, I'll add that to the list.
I mentioned that in my comments.
I'll add that to the list of stupid ships. For the glory of Megatron! I've been waiting to do that line. And then Lockdown goes, your head will be a nice trophy, Jazz. So they're calling Jazz out. So yeah, it's confirmed now that Jazz is here.
Yeah, this was frustrating, and I want to get into this a little bit more real quick. So, as we mentioned in our last stream, or the last comic stream, we mentioned how it was so insulting that they just had Jazz leave Optimus because Jazz is a close friend of his. And also, Jazz loves Earth. Like, he loves their culture. He loves that planet. And he's like, oh, new Prime, bye, Optimus!
Yep.
Which is so stupid. And it's so insulting. And I will also fight for Ultra Magnus as well, for the same thing. But people just keep saying, oh, but Ultra Magnus could have his rematch with Shockwave. Like, he needs to go. Like, here's the thing, though. Ultra Magnus didn't know at the time when he left that Shockwave was still alive.
I know.
Why do people keep saying this?
It's so annoying. Welcome back to Cybertron, Sideswipe. Ah! And then here's, what a lovely plaything.
So Braun just gets injured again.
Yep, and he's supposed to be dead, but he survives this.
Yeah, that's funny that he died in the bonus comic, but then they brought him back for this to happen where he should be dead again.
Yep. And then the worst part of this comic. Are you ready? This is a doozy. No! Where have you been hiding all this time, Jetfire? Immediately takes out the Matrix. Immediately takes out the Matrix.
Wait, I want to repeat what I said during the comic. Aaliyah, put that Matrix away. This ain't your darkest hour.
And then immediately, light our darkest hour! I'm not even kidding. That actually happened when we were reading this together, me and him. He literally said, this is not your darkest hour. And then we scroll down and she says, light our darkest hour. That is a real thing that happened when we were reading this.
After she said that, I was just flipping out.
We were both just laughing for like 2 or 3 minutes straight. It was really funny.
You do not deserve to say that line. That is a rock.
Light our darkest hour.
Ron has returned.
And then, no. Why do you forsake me? Why? Open! Open! And she starts clawing at it and slapping it and punching it over and over and over again until, by the Allspark, what? It forms the fucking ghost of the Star Saber.
There is so much wrong. First of all, just for joke context, I guess the Matrix should be starting to regret being a feminist.
Yep. Decepticons, you now face Elita Prime, and she wields the ghost of the Star Saber!
Which, does that mean the Star Saber's destroyed in this universe? Also, how is there a ghost of a sword?
I know.
Ghosts don't have souls. I mean, no, swords don't have souls.
Ghosts don't have souls.
You knew what I meant.
I just can't get over the fact that she is so incompetent and arrogant and witchy and just so mean that she's like slapping this thing so hard that when it finally just gives up and gives her what she wants.
Yeah, like, sure, it didn't give her like the ultimate power of the Matrix, but it did give her something else. It doesn't feel. People are going to say, "Oh, this is actually her struggling because the Matrix is rejecting her." Okay, so there's 2 problems with that. Number 1, so the first problem is that shouldn't really matter because if the Matrix was not working for Alita, she should have never became Prime. because that's how it was established. Remember what happened to Ultra Magnus in Transformers the movie?
Yep.
When he wasn't chosen, it didn't work for him. Same with Galvatron.
It didn't work for him, period. It didn't just kind of not work and then decide to work a couple seconds later. It didn't work for either of them, period.
And then we got TF1 Sentinel, which also held the Matrix, but then the Matrix had its own will, and then evaporated, so Sentinel couldn't have it.
You almost said took its own life, which makes you really funny.
Bro, come on.
I heard you say it. You said took its own, and then you raised yourself, and I was like, oh, I see. But yeah, no, it kind of did, though.
Transformers is just like Star Wars at this point. It's getting pretty close. As I've mentioned in the past, we are in the Force Awakens stage of Transformers.
What? How? Where? And then Makeshift apparently turns to Jazz and goes, Elena, it's me. Nice try, Makeshift.
Okay, I want to talk about this real quick. So a couple of months ago, I was thinking like, you know what? It'd be nice to have Makeshift back. He was an interesting character in Prime. It'd be cool they do that. And then, funny enough, very months later, we get this issue where he's back, and he's already dead.
Yep, unless of course they bring it back. But yeah. The guns! Take her down! With pleasure! Pew, 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 pew! The blade hungers for the foul spark of Decepticons. I hear it sung. It fuels me.
And, of course, right here, she's doing her best K-pop Demon Hunter impression.
Yep. And
you don't deserve it. That movie was awesome.
I know, doing a real making a job of it. Nice one. Wait, she's not. Oh! Is that all you got? Try harder. Breakdown. No. She's all mine. Breakdown, yes. She's all mine. Yep. But Arachnia, you'll never know when to quit. That's just who I am. You know this. It's who you were. She is now dead. I'm not even kidding. She doesn't come back.
That's most of these characters. They just show up for cameo bait and then they die.
Yep. Unless of course Skymount
of Transformers.
Yeah, unless of course Skymount does what it does best and brings them all back simultaneously and ruins the deaths. But yeah, they're all dead. Most of them just died.
I'm pretty sure he did, Primal. I'm pretty sure Breakdown died.
You're supposed to be reading them out loud.
Sorry.
Read it out loud.
Primal said, "Did Breakdown just die?" with a laughing emoji.
Good job.
Think he did.
Yeah. Autobots, gather your fallen brethren and run! She's so ugly. Look at her.
This animation, this drawing style, I hate it so much.
I know. They're all ugly, not just Alina. They're all ugly. Look at Molten. Look at him. Doesn't look like anything like Molten. Disgusting.
Back to the original design of Bulkhead in this comic, it looked so good.
I know.
If anything, the one thing I'm looking forward to with this series, with the series adaptation, is some of the characters being turned into toys, especially Bulkhead. Which, if they do it right, I'll buy it.
I just want to remind you guys of what Molten used to look like.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. What is this Bulkhead? From Eric.
Molten used to look like this.
That looks so much better. He looks like the character he's supposed to be, and they made something new out of it. Why did they do this to him? Why did they change it?
So dumb. Kill them! Don't let them get away! So right now he's still alive, by the way. He stood back up in the
Oh,
background.
never mind.
Sunstorm's alive. Gay Knockout is still alive.
We're gonna get more of that ship. My bet is the next couple issues we're gonna get a bunch of breakdown X knockout scenes.
I bet you $1,000,000 will get a kiss before 100 rolls around.
Probably just to pander to them.
Don't hold me on that, but still, I could bet you that it'll happen.
Don't on that either.
So
Eric, hashtag not my knockout. Yep, I agree.
Yep. So then she retracts the Star Saber and goes, "Enough! No sparks will be extinguished today. Not on my watch." She literally killed like half of the Decepticon army. What do you mean no sparks will be extinguished today? Also, now she's a hovercraft with a wheel. Which doesn't...
This mode doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. She has wings underneath. She has like wings underneath her, which means that wheel isn't even going to touch the ground. So what's the point of the wheel?
And I want to get into a tangent about this real quick. Like, you can tell by her parts that she was like a motorcycle or something. You don't just change like a whole new alt mode. I can see people like, but that's what happened with Rodimus. Well, Rodimus didn't fly. Rodimus just became a type of truck. Is it a goofy looking truck? 100%. But at least it kept him on where his mode had scanned.
Yes.
And also you could consider it as like an RV trailer. Alright, anyway. Let's
you know what I'm thinking right now looking at this picture. This is what right now it does to Knockout every night.
Oh god!
Anyway! Anyway, back to the comic. New battle lines are being drawn. That weapon, the Autobots now have an advantage. It is time I pay a visit to Alpha Trion. Dun dun dun!
And that's
the issue.
This issue was really bad.
Yep, that was issue 32. The floor is yours, Devin.
There's just so much wrong with this issue. As I said, my hot take is I think this is worse than 30. And the reason why I say that is because Alita wasn't as obnoxious and overpowered as she was in this issue. Like, as you can hate on 30 all you want, trust me, I hate it like everyone else does. But at least you have to give 30 some credit. She sort of struggled to get the Matrix, even though I feel like she was also whacking Optimus like a rag doll, which I thought was BS.
See, I disagree. I think this isn't as bad as 30. I think that 30 is worse because 30 established what is now being worked on by... I don't know. I feel like it's worse.
You could make like the same argument with like The Last Jedi. Like, people consider that worse than The Force Awakens.
Well, that's because it is.
Yeah.
Fucking what? Anyway.
That's my point. Just because it established something doesn't mean it can't get worse.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the way that they started this little plot line, it's so bad that all this is to me is just a result of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will say this, though, and I think we both can agree. Like, issue 30 is what established it, and what put the nail in the coffin. This issue is what hammered the nail. Yeah.
sure.
And and then also this nostalgia bait, which some of this nostalgia bait feels off place with a complete different style for a lot of these characters.
Yep.
They don't they don't fit in this universe.
They really don't. It's so weird.
You gotta be careful with style. You gotta be careful.
Don't do what I do, because like what I do in my series is I just have whatever toy I have, and I use it, and I don't care at all about what franchise it comes from. The reason why I can get away with it is because my stop motions are fan made, and they're up for YouTube for free and all that stuff. It's not meant to be an actual built-in franchise. This is. And it's stupid because all it does is just like it's bad enough that it's just G1 Designs the first 30 issues. It's worse when it's like, oh, now we're copying from other shows too. Just make your own fucking designs. Even IDW did that.
Yeah, that's true. IDW did make a lot of their own unique designs, you could say. And it stuck to that style in both the reboots. It didn't like randomly change like midway.
Yeah.
Like it looks so weird. Also, Makeshift looks like he's more of a human, if anything, in that shot.
Yep.
All right. From Prime Vote. Okay, now that we have time to reflect, honest thoughts on Prime with Megatron's arm. I liked it. I thought it was cool. It
was cool while it happened, and then they decided to make it a fucking weird virus, and then it wasn't cool anymore. But I liked it while it wasn't a virus.
Yeah, it was cool while it lasted. And honestly, I kind of...
Huh? Hello?
We just... Now he's just G1 Optimus all over again.
Yeah.
Alright, No. We were talking about Makeshift.
Read them out loud, you jerk.
From this guy, everyone forgot Makeshift.
Say his name. Say it for the deaf people, or the people that can't read like you.
Fair. Alright, let's see. From Eric. Will Reflector come back to Live 2? No idea. I mean, leave it to this series. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We have no idea at this point who will live and who will die. We have no idea.
I mean, if they die or not, they're just going to probably come back because Robert Kirkman doesn't have the balls to kill anybody and leave them dead.
Say what you will about Bumblebee. I'm glad that they kept him dead, at least for now.
Yeah. They're good. Which was... I don't actually want to get into that topic right there. Because both of us were like, in issue 30, we're like, oh gosh, they're going to bring him back to life, aren't they? They're going to undo that. And then we saw that issue, like, oh hey, they fixed one problem with 30
Mm,
in like the most extreme way possible.
right. And the thing is that they can still bring him back.
Yeah, they're gonna find his bits and pieces and somehow put them together.
Yep.
It's gonna be a super glue project.
Yep. Pretty much.
All right. From Prime Vault. Once the comment shows up, here we go. Modern Transformer sucks. No one stays dead anymore unless you're Bumblebee or Ratchet. I mean, Bumblebee comes back to life in other continuities all the time.
It does, yeah.
He can't stay dead. That's
Yep.
Bumblebee's problem. We just looking through this issue, seeing the atrocities
Yep.
of this writing and this art style. Which, speaking of which, we forgot to mention this. Some of the dialogue is garbage in this issue. Like,
Yeah.
it does not sound natural.
Now I read a little bit.
Alright. From Eric, a Cybertronian dies when you destroy the spark or the head. And it confused me because a lot of the characters are stabbed or shot in the chest. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Death means nothing.
That means nothing in this continuity, apparently.
Everybody is immortal. All the Viacons in Transformers Prime, if they were in this universe, they're all immortal.
Wouldn't that be something?
Probably immortal. Everybody gets to live.
Wouldn't that be something?
I mean, also, you could say that Daniel Warren Johnson sort of did have a part in this too, because, like, he also did have characters survive Impossible Alls, like Warpath, for example.
Yeah, well, the difference is he didn't do it so frequently.
That is true. Alright, and then Prime Vault said, also, I want to point out that Sunstorm has his Blockies look. Really?
Cool.
I don't collect Blockies enough to know what he's based off of, but that one surprised me. They all have Wasminator or immortality from Eric. Yes, they do.
Yes, pretty much.
No one dies. No one's ever really gone. Like, no joke, this issue just pissed me off.
Yep.
Like, it was bad. It was pandering to so many fans to get them hooked back in. And unfortunately, it worked. You think that a bunch of these people who are saying, like, oh, I'm actually questioning if I'm done, if I'm going to stay with Skybound or not, or I'm done with Skybound. This issue and the previous issue before managed to reel them back in like at a fishing trip. They managed to reel them back in because there's so many people on Twitter just glazing this issue.
Yep.
And it's so stupid. Hold on. I won't be from Prime Vault. I won't be surprised if the comic sales fall down. Oh, 100%.
For sure. Overall, they will fall, yeah.
Yeah. The more it goes on, the more that the sales will decline because I feel like the story is just going to head downhill from here.
Yeah.
A friend of ours made a point and or was complaining to me like, does DB not know what a bad comic run is? And I'm just like, this isn't just a bad comic run. This is like an extremely bad comic run.
Yeah.
Like, the difference is, and let me explain this. A bad comic run is usually just like such a minor issue that sidetracks the story a little bit, where it could be repaired. Bad extreme comic run is where they completely subvert the entire story. And you can tell that it changed midway. You can tell because Daniel Warren Johnson's was leading to something, and then as soon as 30 happened, it just completely sidetracked.
Yeah. We're no longer is this the battle between Optimus Prime and Megatron. This is something else. This is something different.
Yeah. And the frustrating thing is too with this, like, I was actually a bit happy for our fandom that we all agreed like Alita Prime was a bad decision. Like, it's so many levels. I was so shocked. And then, of course, they disappointed me because now they're like, I like Alita Prime now. Great. Another thing to fight on for bad characters. Another thing. We couldn't just leave it with Nightshade. We need Alita Prime now. Oh my gosh. This issue legit just pisses me off.
Yep. Pisses me off too, man.
I want this universe to fail so bad. I want its comic sales to plummet to the ground. So then Hasbro can get a good sign once their contract expires not to renew with Skybound.
Yeah.
And have somebody else take over. I might say a hot take, and some of you are going to be like, no, don't say that. But honestly, I want them to go back to IDW.
Yep, go back to IDW. You want to know something? Something that's a little off topic that I realized the other day.
What?
So, you guys, some of you know about this show. Transformers Robots in Disguise 2001. It is right now the only Transformers English show that never got besides Cyberworld, but I don't think it's gotten a physical release yet. But it's never gotten a physical release on United States market. So do you know why? Because Disney owns RID 2001 right now.
Which, speaking of which, no, Prime Vault, that would be worse. Bring the rights back to Marvel? That's worse!
So Disney owns part of Transformers. So technically, yes, you could have Marvel do it. I'm not sure I'd like that, but technically you could do that.
I would say back in the day, if Marvel wasn't owned by Disney, I'd be like, sure, let's do it. But Marvel is owned by Disney. Stan Lee is no longer in charge. We would get something way worse.
Dreamwave, Eric, is non-existent. It doesn't exist anymore.
I wish Dreamwave.
It's been disbanded for about 20 years
I would be full on board just saying, like, give it back to Dreamwave.
Right, but Dreamwave hasn't been a company for about 20 years now. It's just like how everybody's asking for another High Moon game. Like while Cybertron and Warp, Cybertron and Dark of the Moon. We can't do that because High Moon doesn't exist either.
Really? Wow, I didn't even know that. Jeez.
I don't think it does. If it does, it's under another name. Let me look it up actually to.
Yeah, but I forgot that. Yeah, that's why I said it was a bad idea at Prime Vault, that it was owned by Disney. Do you really want the mouse to have the rights to anything Transformers, or at least modern Transformers where they can mess it up?
Let me amend my statement. It is not dead anymore. It's just fucking Activision now. Which basically means the same thing.
Yeah, I think that's happened with most of their brands. Is they've absorbed most of their companies. Apparently High Moon's one. I'm pretty sure Toys to Bob was another.
Universal is not a comic book run Prime Vault, unfortunately. Universal is a filmmaking company. It's not going to make comics. At least I don't think it will.
Yeah, it would be nice. Honestly, if we did have the choice, and if I trust the people at Hasbro, I'd say like screw all these comic divisions, make Hasbro comics.
Yeah?
Because actually, yeah, no, I'm going to this extreme. Hasbro, open your own comic company and hire a bunch of writers in it, because none of these comic companies can be trusted.
Yeah.
Like, all the big names have fallen. Marvel, DC, clearly Image, or Skybound. I mean, quick question. Is Black Horse still a thing?
It is.
I'll have to look. Maybe give it to Black Horse, because they made like phenomenal Star Wars comics. I have never heard of this comic company. Give it to a is that supposed to be like manga or something? And
I think you mean Dark Horse.
Yeah, Dark Horse. That's what I meant. What did I say?
You said Black Horse.
Oh, I'm getting canceled.
Yes, you are. But yeah, Dark Horse has a lot. It does Avatar: Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, ew. It does it did StarCraft for a while. Those of you that are base know what StarCraft is. Did StarCraft for a while. It did Hellboy. It did some
Dark Horse, isn't that a company being gutted or sold? I have no idea. I'll have to look into it.
You're right. It did do some Star Wars back in the day. I don't know if it still does Star Wars. It did
No,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, Marvel owns the rights to the comics.
Yeah, look right here.
Yeah.
Dark Horse does Star Wars.
Yeah, they did Star Wars like back in the EU days.
No, like they still do Star Wars. They did the Darth Vader comics.
Oh. I guess I was wrong.
You are wrong, yes. Anyway. It's fine.
From Prime Vault, they also did Terminator / Transformer comics. Oh.
They did for a while. I don't know if they did Transformers, but they did do Terminator.
Yeah, I know that. I think it was IDW did a Transformers and Terminator crossover. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah. From Eric, at BW Skins, I don't like the Transformers mangas that much. It doesn't take the Japanese shows seriously and took inspiration from IDW. I would not know. I have not read any of those manga. I haven't read any of them.
Yes.
And to be frank, I don't even know if I would read them. I mean, they have their audience, which is cool. Hello, you. Hello,
Hey, say it.
Ali.
Say Ali Al-Momin. Hello. You don't
Hello.
just say hello, you. That's really mean.
Sorry,
You're saying it like you don't like the person.
Ali. Ali Al-Momin.
Don't do that to her again.
Sorry. Welcome to the stream, by the way. That's fine. I'm glad you can forgive me. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
Alright. From Prime Vault, I just want to thank Primus. We never got an animated IDW show. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it probably would have done bank for them to do, back in the day when Skybound used to be good, to just make animated shows based off each of the comic runs. Even Dreamwave. I think a Dreamwave show would do amazing for them.
Yeah.
And they don't have to collaborate with anyone because, as we mentioned earlier, Dreamwave no longer exists.
Yeah.
Where like IDW and Skybound and Marvel, they would have to probably negotiate with the companies who publish those comics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this issue is terrible.
It really is.
Dunk on this issue. Dunk on most of Robert Kirkman's stuff for Transformers. Dunk on it. Dunk on modern Transformers, to be honest. Modern Transformers has led us nowhere so far. Become a controversial Transformers fan like me. Join me. Join me. Anyway, I couldn't resist. Continuing on. Isn't the issue with Dreamwave that right now it's rights issues to get stuff licensed?
From VW Atkins.
Sorry. Forgot the name. My bad. That I don't know. I'm not familiar with how that stuff works. I'm just guessing. And then from Prime Vault, I also wouldn't mind if Hasbro also gave us comic licenses to independent publishers. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Imagine just going like, okay, clearly these comic divisions don't know what they're doing, so we're giving you the rights to it because you have to come up with something better. I mean, granted, I would also give like a whole giant list of characters you shouldn't, or independent comic creators you shouldn't give the rights to.
Yes.
Certain individuals, this fandom will know who I'm talking about. No, it's already too late. From Allie. Speaking of, I wasn't a fan of Alita in IDW run. My hatred for her in Kirkman's run became even more
Pronounced.
Thank you. Come on, I just want her and OP to get together, and I'm guessing you meant be happy, but not going to judge your grammar. Like, I clearly butchered
I
it.
will.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah. Who wants to come on? BW Skins, do you still want to come on real quick? Because I know in my comments you were like, depending on the time, I might want to join.
BW Skins, Prime Vault, Ali, Eric, if any of you want to come on and discuss.
Yes,
now's the
we
time.
would love to talk about this.
I can send a link in the chat.
Yes, and the stream link. I want to join. All right, if you could do, good job, Mark. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be an interesting conversation.
All right, DB. What I want you to do is I want you to move your icon to where my icon is.
All right.
Do you know how to do that?
I think so. Hold on 1 second, Eric.
Just
I'll
click and move. That's not what it is. Go back to what you did. Undo that. Thank you.
Okay. Much better.
You click on your icon. You
Uh-huh.
click and hold, and you move it to where my icon is.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. That did not work. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I'm new to this.
There we go.
Oh, it is switched? Okay. Perfect. All right. And we got our first we got both of them here.
We got our
Got
second and third guest.
Hello.
Guest. And also BW Skins, our first comer here.
Our newcomer, that's what they're called.
Sorry.
Hello, bottoms.
Welcome to the stream, BW Skins. Welcome.
Welcome to the right side of history.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing today? We cannot hear you, BW.
I was about to say, is everything good, BW Skins?
We cannot hear you.
Have you clicked on that microphone? Is it red?
Wonder if it's this thing is muted or he's having issues. We'll give BW Skins some time. Real quick, from Ali, I'm good. I'd rather stay in text. That's fine. You don't have to join. We don't force people to come on. We don't go like, you get on the stream right now. We don't do that.
Come now! We want you! Hello.
Yes.
So, Eric.
Yes?
Have you read this issue by yourself, and what are your general thoughts of this issue?
I just say, it sucks.
It's
It's
really,
Nostalgia bait. Nostalgia bait.
gotta get that nostalgia.
They are just like, oh my god. It's basically like this. They realized, wait a minute. Oh my god, people don't like our run. Let's put that popular character in this issue.
All right, BW Skins, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, another tab for him just appeared. So I think there's something going on with him. We'll hopefully get you on soon, BW Skins. But yeah, what do you think is the worst thing about the issue, Eric? I think it's the Alita Prime stuff.
Yes. And they made Knockout gay again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
For the third time. Bruh.
I noticed that you said the third time. Have they really done it 3 times? Like, I'm aware of the IDW reboot. They did it.
They did it in
And the
IDW
first
original.
IDW universe.
Bro, I didn't
The
even
first
know that was in the first universe.
I didn't even know it was in the reboot, so you guys are both teaching me.
We're all teaching each other, apparently.
Yep.
If
First
I
IDW,
would've-
IDW reboot, no Skybound. Yes?
Yep.
Eric would know this, but if I knew that Knockout was gay in the old IDW continuity, I would have thrown that in the video that I did. Hashtag Knockout isn't gay.
Mhm.
Hashtag Knockout isn't gay! Yes.
Yeah!
Woo!
Your gayness in Transform. No, I'm mostly kidding.
Knockout right now will always bother to me. Will always
Yeah.
be brothers to me. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, they're like Cyclonus and Demolisher, Renzic and Crumble Zone. Just best buddies.
Yeah.
Best buddy.
That's all they are. They're just partners. And I don't mean romantic partnershippers.
I'm feeling romantical.
There's something called platonic relationships.
All right. By the way, BW Skins, you're muted. But we'll give them some time. Sorry, my darn audio has a tone of echo from
A
BW.
ton of echo.
Yeah. It's fine.
That's all right.
Just take your time, buddy. We're not going to rush you. Every time I enter, it has an echo. That's so weird. It's weird how it's doing that because that happens with me when I have 2 things right next to each other for StreamYard.
Yeah.
So many times. But yeah. Hopefully you can get it figured out. But yeah. Knockout X Breakdown. Again.
Bruh.
And all
Can
people
Unicorn-
are just gonna go have been just saying like, let Robert Kirkman cook. No, he didn't cook. He just took a crab on a plate. I ain't eating that.
He didn't cook, he burned the food.
He burnt it. Oh, worst TF ship. I would sort of agree, but at the same time, Prime Vault, RC X Jack is a thing.
Megatron X Starscream.
Yep. Those are definitely worse.
Optimus at Megatron.
Alright, we got W Skins. I'll just listen in. Weird last stream. I was with somebody. I could hear
Maybe
speak LOL. That's weird.
maybe VW Skins. Maybe you just restart your
Yeah, restart your computer. Sometimes, or restart whatever device you're on. Sometimes that helps with it. Unless if you're my computer, where you just don't want to work with stream.
Oh yeah, I remember.
This computer has failed me so many times.
We love technology.
We love technology. Alright, from Prime Ball. For TFP, I've always shipped RC with Cliff Jumper. You're not the only one who's done it. And
I have.
problem with that ship. I don't have a problem with it.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I like the canon relationships we had in the shows. I like them.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them too.
Like
This-
Botanica and Red Trap, for example. Or Aerator and Tigatron. Or Silverbolt and Black Arachnia. I know, all from Beast Wars and Beast Machines, but who cares?
Oh, we have an unexpected guest here. We have Jazz.
Come on.
Welcome back, Jazz. It's been a while. And also, you're muted. All right. You there, Jazz?
Shaz.
Yeah.
Jazz?
Okay, apparently it's just an issue with the fourth person.
Bruh.
I mean,
Why does StreamYard do this? Dude, StreamYard's getting so annoying. I don't know what's wrong with it. Why does it hate me so much?
do you jerks want to react to the newest Cyberworld episode?
Oh gosh. Would we get in trouble for that?
We might.
Wait, there's a new
actually,
episode?
no, I don't want this stream to get taken down.
All right.
You know as well as I do, Mark, it's happened to you. You've had streams taken down by Hasbro.
Mm,
All right.
Didn't you?
Now BW Skins is back.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Oh,
We can hear you.
Yay.
All right.
Woo!
I'm trying to put a picture up on the
oh, so
circle
you have
thing.
been here this whole time, Jazz.
All
I'm
right.
trying to put a picture on the thing, but it won't work.
Your profile picture,
Yes,
yeah.
no, it's frustrating.
It's frustrating for sure.
I remember the same thing happening to you on episode 5. But BW Skins, while we wait for Jazz, why don't you go first? How do you feel about issue 32? You said you want to rant in the stream, so go ahead, do it.
Well, I can't really curse a lot, but yeah, it's like garbage. Like, I mean, I already had my criticisms with Skybound prior, but yeah, like the series has been going downhill. So, like, I don't know, so maybe issue 25. Like, it just it feels like they're trying to make G1, but condense like the movie and well, not like make the movie longer, but like in comic book form, but without getting anywhere at the same time. Like they keep repeating dialogue from the movie. They keep replaying plot points from the movie. And like it's just getting annoying, especially since they brought Kirkman, which I think is like one of the biggest hacks in comic book history. And like they
I remember like ranting for vengeance, calling him a comic book hack, which now I'm starting to agree with.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, like a lot of comic book writers are kind of hacks. Like they kind of just like they cannot control themselves. They will add the random fetishes. They will add random dumb plot points just to make an OC to look how cool he is, so that they can sell him as a comic book. Another comic book writer, and when it fails, he starts adding a bunch of dumb stuff like out of petty vengeance. Well, you guys didn't like my comic character, so now I'm gonna have to take it out. You guys should have enjoyed it and bought his comic book run. Like, no, I didn't come in for that type of character. I came in to like watch a run about the titular character. It's like annoying. But
Yeah, that's basically their excuse now. It's like, you just didn't make my comic. Well,
or the classic media literacy. Oh, you didn't understand media literacy. And the same Redditor will put, hey guys, why did that character do X thing? I really. Is it something I missed? And like it's like the most obvious thing like shown on screen. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
it's what happens when you shove politics in your stories, because then you could use it as a crutch and to deflect criticism.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Yeah, that sounds.
And they just like, but you're sexist, you're racist, you're transphobic.
Yeah, it's like gotten
No.
to the point where I'll just like smile and be like, yeah, I'm all that and way worse. I mean, it's like,
You forgot
like, I
that.
just,
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm like, I just had it. Look, I'll be honest. Like when IDW was like going on back in like 2016, 17, when it's still like going on. Like I was wanting to like I kept hearing people say, "Oh, it's the best comic book run of Transformers history." the so-called story and subtext, yada yada yada, depth and themes. And when I open it, I immediately like see like Cyclonus kissing like Tailgate. I'm like, oh, what was it, Wingate or Chromegate? I'm like, what? No, so I was like super confused because I'm like used to seeing Cyclonus be like this like Galvatron second in command. He's effing stuff up. He goes toe to toe to
And now
Magnus.
he's gay.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
even come back and see if that fixes my
Okay.
thing.
Seeing it as one.
yeah, like in IDW, like that's literally like Redditors will be glazing it. They'll be like, oh, they're so deep and complex, and their entire character is like just one like trait. Oh, they're stoic or they're quirky, and like the second one, which is more important. Oh, and they're also gay. Like that's literally every. That's literally every IDW Transformer character. Like I don't think whether it's Optimus, whether it's Software, that's literally them. That all they are. I'm like, and like it also got annoying because they just had like an aversion to like adding anything mystical to like they didn't like, oh well, the primes weren't really like demigods, hero kings of the Cybertronian race. They were just like warlord tyrants, rewrote history. And and like that's like my biggest thing with like Derek Day Wyatt had like I'm just also glad why animating continue because he also hated anything mystical related to Transformers. Like he didn't want like he just wanted everything to be like technological. And I'm like, it really gives me like atheists like, oh, I just want to push atheism into my like robots. So I'm like, I mean, to me, it always added more like a sense of mythology to the Cybertronian race if they actually do come from Primus, but whatever. It's like
Like,
something IDW has made like a main pushback against like the creation of the Cybertronians.
like
Yeah.
the concept of atheist Transformers could work.
I mean, I understand like like what the concept they're trying to do. Like some obviously like in our in like real life they don't believe that or they're like
Right.
dismissive. But especially since but at the same time like it's like at the end of the day, like the Cybertronian race, you know how like they're always kind of like they're long lived. So to an extent, like they don't like have a really like short
I'm
generation.
back. I finally
Okay.
found out how to do it.
Good job.
Yay.
But anyway, continue. BW skins.
Yeah, they have like a short generations because like it's usually in most continuities just like one leader before Optimus and before that leader it's always like the 13 primes. So like why wouldn't they not believe it? It's like it's my issue with Transformers. I think they should like have like a longer like time sphere like between the primes and like Optimus. It should be like dozens, if not hundreds of primes before that. It should be more like oh this is because it happened billions of years ago while Optimus is only a couple hundreds of thousands of years old. It's still a pretty large time gap for
Having
him.
more than just the original 13 isn't actually an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Cool. That's actually a point that I never even thought of. Thank you, BW skins, for making us think.
I mean, yeah, because like that's always been my thing. Like in most continuities, like the leader before Optimus is always like Sentinel, and that's something I feel like G1. Ironically, I feel G1 like elaborated more on some of these things in most modern media because like the leader before Optimus is Sentinel, but there was a bunch of other leaders before like Sentinel himself. Like and like it always gives like a sense that yeah, the Matrix wasn't just like some like mystical. Well, like it's like one like Deus Ex Machina. It's like the collective memory and the wisdom of all the primes and those who became before Optimus, rather than it's just the 13 primes and like Sentinel, Nova Prime. They're all just like corrupt and evil, and they probably didn't add to it. Like it feels more like larger that that Optimus has other he wasn't like he isn't just like the messiah himself, but he has other knowledge to draw upon, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Hey,
another
heroism.
concept. Because that's another concept I felt they don't elaborate that the primes like sure they can be that maybe that yeah they can be morally gray, but at the same time they're still heroes. They just have like their flaws and hubris. And
Yeah.
with each generation, it's always they become like more flawed, but they still care about their people in one way or another.
Yeah. Kind of like the Jedi a little bit in Star Wars.
Yeah, like kind of like I guess, yeah, I mean like that, you know, a monarchy. But anyway, going back to like the Skybound thing, like to me, it's like even I always had issues. Like I've said this on like comments that I feel they were like killing off characters like way too quickly because like a lot of Redditors will be like, well, that's just war. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like you just get like desensitized. They're like, oh, Trailbreaker got eaten by Megatron, so like whatever. We like saw him like he was like in the same comic issue he appears, he dies. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I mean, glad for confirming that Megatron is a cannibal because like they've been building up for that since 2007. But
Yep,
whatever.
completed concept.
Like I'm just saying, like I'm actually like surprised they finally did it because like they've been keep teasing it with 2007 and with like the video games and like Megatron, like they just like yeah, Megatron is a cannibal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's like okay, if they introduce like like Redditors be like, oh, they introduced this new character, or like they introduced like Member Berry character, and then he like dies in the next page. Well, that's just war. You don't understand media literacy, and it gets annoying. I'm like, yeah, but if you don't really have any time to like get to know them, know their feelings, what they didn't complete when they die, like what's the point? It's like why do some war movies where you see like all both sides and you see how what they feel or what they're waiting for at home, why they want to survive when they die, it actually hits you with the Autobots. It's with Skybound, it's like, oh, what do it's like, oh well, I mean, I guess he'll come back, or like, well, that sucks. Hardly knew him. Anyway, next page. But if you mention this on the subreddit, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're just a chud. You lack media literacy." I'm like, "How am I lacking media
Ugh,
literacy?
how dare you be a chud?
Yeah, how dare you not chill for Hasbro products?" I'm like, it's just that maybe it's because when I was growing up, like Transformers was objectively at its peak. You had Armada, you had Cybertron, you had the
Yeah.
Bayverse, you had Prime, you had Animated, you had all these great games like the High Moon games, even the tie-in movie games, especially and after like Prime ends, like and especially like it feels like everything just immediately goes downhill. Like when Age of Extinction toys were like that's when I started kind of getting detached for a while from Transformers because Age of Extinction toys like they were bad. They didn't even look like compare Revenge of the Fallen Engineering with that. I'm
That is
like
true. The toys did kind of, and I think Mark would agree with you on this.
Mhm.
They kind of began to decline a little bit more
and like
after
I will
the
say this,
Revenge
like
of the Fallen / Dark of
even
the Moon.
if they have had like a significant jump back in quality compared to 2014, like they just don't feel the same. Like they feel like lighter. They don't like feel as like maybe it's because it's like biased, but at the same time, like I feel like they felt more like solid toys. Like even like leader class toys, like you gotta forget the commander class to even feel like them solid. Because Ultra Magnus, he does feel like an old 2009 or 2007 leader class, like the for Studio Series 86.
Yeah, the toys haven't been great over the years. A
I mean,
lot
I'll
of them
still
also like very, very hot, very, very hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when I bought the like my like when I what got me back to Transformers collecting was the anniversary pack for Revenge of the Fallen, and I mean I was like, oh, I'm so excited. When I touch him, they like Optimus felt like so hollow and he felt so small. I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, I thought, is this an actual Transformers product I bought for 100? And like the RC twins were like so like they're not even like they barely can be considered Transformers figures. Like I expected them to be kind of like small deluxe classes, but like what is this stuff? I was like, I mean, I'm trying not to curse, but it's like really hard.
You can curse in here.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but I don't want to get you guys' like a stream taken down or anything like
Oh yeah,
that.
right. YouTube is very protective with some of the curse words.
I
forgot.
cursed a lot. I cursed a lot of the streams. Who cares?
But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, I keep buying them because unfortunately that's kind of like my weakness, like especially since I mean, like I think I started off with that, and I think I probably got like 50 figures now of Transformers. I really just bought the like Beast Wars multi pack and stuff like
Oh, no.
that. So and I bought like the what else did I buy? I bought like 86 Prime, 86 Megatron. I've been buying what else? Like I bought the reissue for like Sunstreaker, the 86 one, like remold. And I'm like, man, I gotta stop because I can't even fit them in there anymore. Like I got like, yeah, because like my
I
stand,
feel
like when
like
I
this
started, it looked so
too.
empty. Now I can barely, like, I don't have time. Like I got like almost all the primes. I only need Onyx and Vector Prime, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, what am I doing? How did I even get all these damn figures? And like since it's your time, like I got Alpha Trion, like mainline, like the power changers. I got like the Age of the Primes, and like I got even way more. I'm like, what the hell? I need to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jazz 1, how did you feel about the recent Skybound issue?
It was alright for me. It's a little bit of bad stuff and a little bit of good stuff in there. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it a bit more than I did.
Bro, the only thing I cared about in the issue was Trailbreaker.
Bruh.
Mostly in the issue.
Oh wait, which issue are we talking about? Which issue are we talking
Wasn't
about?
that 31 the issue of
32.
30?
Or
32,
Oh,
yeah.
issue
yeah.
32, bro.
32. Oh, I thought we were talking about the 31.
Oh,
Nah.
this is an interesting turn of events. I would love to see you come on. I love to see you come on Prime Vault.
He's coming.
Oh my gosh, he's already here. Welcome.
Nice.
Our
You
sixth
guys can hear me,
guest.
right?
We can't have
Yeah, we can hear
more
you.
after this. We have
Okay,
reached
thank you.
the limit. Welcome, Prime Vault.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
It's an honor. Let me put in my headphones real quick.
Yeah, of course. It's just, I never thought this day would come, but here we are. Prime Vault has made it to a stream.
Welcome to the winning team.
Yep. I'm sorry I took so long to finally join these, but I just didn't feel comfortable revealing my voice.
Yeah.
But here I am.
We need to stick together.
Yeah, us Transformer chuds, we gotta stick together because we're probably like the only ones like actively fighting back against IDW supremacy.
IDW supremacy.
In terms of like how many
There's
fans
no
there are, because
IDW
IDW,
boxing thing.
yeah,
Part of my
IDW
language here, but
sucks. Like,
screw IDW. Screw all of its fans. Screw everything it stands for. IDW deserves to burn in the pit of Unicron.
yeah, nah, even Unicron would
Down
be
the
like,
pit.
"Ooh, why do you guys cursing me with that?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I could go on massive rants about IDW, but I'm just saying, I'm like, what were they seeing? Like, it's like they were, like, I've said this before hundreds of times, probably. Like, IDW, like, fans, they're not fans of the Transformers IP. They're fans of IDW stuff, like, of IDW's, like, take on what it's supposed to be. It's like if you
Yep.
ask them, like,
Thank you.
what's your favorite character? Oh, it's like Clone. It's like, oh yeah, he's like pretty cool, very loyal to Galvatron. He like punches Ultra Magnus. Like I always like that. He's like willing to go up against like the second in command of the Autobots like that. And they're like, wait, who's that? I mean, did he kiss somebody or something like that?
Just us
Oh
fans
my
like,
god.
no, Cyclonus used to be cool before that happened. He used to be cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
he used to
or
be
like that.
really cool.
Oh, like that. Oh, you like Megatron? Yes, I like Megatron. He's an awesome villain. He's evil. He's fucked. He likes to kill everyone. He's awesome. I thought Megatron was that guy who just fought for rights and all this stuff, and he became a good guy and blah blah blah. What?
What does the stream come to?
I don't know, man.
Guys, here, listen to this. I am Megatron. I am not gay for Optimus.
I promise I'm not gay.
Oh my god.
Well, it's like if you.
I am not gay for Megatron.
Oh my
That's so stupid.
Even if I was, I would. I forgot what I was gonna say. Even if I was, I would have taken on Starscream anyways.
Wait, what?
Yeah, beat up Starscream.
That's insane.
What, Megatron? Can I come to bed now? No.
Yeah, when Megatron is like having an argument with Optimus, he's like, I would have waited for an eternity for this. I'm gonna send you to sleep on the couch.
Oh my god.
You know, the worst part is that somebody like who hates like what we're saying. It's like, oh my god, these guys are writing such awesome Tumblr prompts that I can shill on Reddit for. Come on, guys, like do all the jokes.
Let's go, Reddit, guys. They put so many content creators on Reddit. Like, they did it with Talon, I'm pretty sure. I know they did it with Chris Jam. I know they did it with J-Man. Like,
Yeah,
keep
like
in
I will
mind,
say,
people that
like,
aren't even on our side.
Can I be
yeah, 'cause,
honest
like a
with
lot
you
of
guys
the
for a
people you
second here?
mentioned, like if you had like a dialogue with them, they'd be probably crashing out and be like, oh well, you know, I think you're very like estophobic or whatever towards you know the usual stuff they mention. I'm like, well, yeah, dude. It's like, okay, my main argument, like my biggest gripe with like the main argument, well, okay, what do you care if the robots are gay? They'll always be like, they don't even have gender. I'm like, okay, if they're robots, they don't even have gender, then why would they even need romance? Like,
That would have made sense. That argument would have made sense back in the day before before the Search
before
for
the
Tryon
Ye-
episode.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. And like a lot of like Transformers and like fans are like, and at least well, IDW fans, they're so weird about it because they'll be like, well, there was never an explanation why they're fembots, or why do there need to be fembots. I'm like, I mean, as a kid, I never thought about it. Like, oh, Optimus like has like a girlfriend, like the other all like have girlfriends. I'm like, oh yeah, that's whatever. Because like as a person who has like raised a 2-parent household, and you know like a more like, conservative culture, it's just like something like, oh, of course, like the dudes have their girlfriends, you know, they're the heroes, they have to have a woman in their life, you know. That's all I thought
Yeah,
about. I didn't think about it as
can
much.
understand
But
what the
my
problem is with that logic. I don't know what's wrong with
Like
it.
I always had that logic about it.
my
That's why I never like questioned if there was like, because like I mean at the end of the day in G1, like the Transformers, they're basically just like humans, just like at the most for like just like, I mean they are basically humans. Like at the end of the day, like they're like it's not like they have like a particular like heavy Cybertronian culture or anything. They're just basically like Americans with robots, basically. Like
Oh yeah,
my
I agree.
explanation why female Transformers exist is this: there's the 80% chance that the Spark have a male personality and a 20% chance that there's a female personality. So that's it.
uh,
Safe closed.
I mean, like a lot of people like always be dunking on G1, especially on Reddit. But what was like I found interesting is a lot of the stuff, especially like in season 3, where they actually like build more upon the lore, makes sense. Like, oh, why are the Decepticons such violent morons? Oh, it's because they were part, they descend from the military caste, and they just have like an inborn hatred of the civilian or consumer goods class. Like, you know.
I agree
Like
with everything you
they're
pointed out there.
basically they are unable to like live in a peaceful society. Why are the Autobots like so like reactive to the Decepticons? They don't really try to actively destroy them because they're consumers. This is good products. They just want to build a society in peace. They don't want to be bothering anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Reddit will be like, well, you know, there wasn't any like Nietzschean or Cadmus or a Jungian philosophy to explain that, so it's not really deep or it really doesn't make sense, you know.